Okay, y'all. Just like I said, Malcolm-Jamal Warner was taken out, y'all. There's no way this was an accident. No accidental drowning. None of that. And just like I'm feeling, a lot of other people are feeling the same way. That Malcolm was taken out before he even hit that water, y'all. And I don't believe his daughter was there. And we are about to talk about it right now. Okay, y'all? Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, and threes, thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. And welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. I'm gonna do this video, y'all, and because I know y'all want answers. I know everybody want answers on what happened to Malcolm-Jamal Warner, but I said this from the start, and I could feel it. I told you I could feel it. And when I did the numbers, it just gave me a confirmation that a bunch of Satanists took him out. And we know that the industry is full of Satanists, okay, y'all? We just put it out there like it is. The industry is full of Satanists. He was against the industry, and it is what it is. My only thing that I would like to know right now is who is his friend that introduced him to his wife, or, common law wife. Who is this friend that introduced them? That's what I truly would like to know, because I would like to know, do some numbers on that person. I would like to know, is that person in the industry, or is this somebody that he knew that wasn't in the industry? But either way it go, I do believe it was somebody in the industry that introduced him to her. And it was on and popping ever since then. Okay, y'all? This makes me really sad. The more that I dig into this whole situation, it makes you sad, to be honest with y'all. And I'm always completely honest with my subscribers about everything I'm doing. I'm gonna fall back on this for a little while after I do this video, and that don't mean that I'm not gonna put up anything new that I find out. If I find out something new, I'll put it up. But as far as me just keep digging and digging and digging for a little while, I have to fall back for a little while, because it is some really, really, really dark energy coming from this. And I told you all from the start that when, the rock bands and all of that stuff was popping up, and then, just the satanic schools, all kind of stuff was just popping up as if it was a group of Satanists that did this. This is what I got from his numbers, that people that were into witchcraft and rituals and ceremonies and stuff like that, this is who took him out. And once they put up that memorial, that was enough confirmation for me on who actually played a part in this stuff and everything else. Okay, y'all? I want to go into a little bit detail of this memorial site. One of my subscribers wanted me to go into details about this. And this is the TP, y'all, that was left, that's supposed to have been some type of memorial or this, that, and this. I'm starting to wonder if this was a memorial, or was this done the day that he passed, or night, because we really don't know what time he passed. All we know is they say that, they found him in the water, and he, they rescued him from the water, or he drifted on the water. This is what they told us. His body just drifted back to shore. And there's so many people that's saying that, when your body takes you out in the current like that, you would have went further out instead of coming back in. This is what a lot of people say. I don't know. I don't be in waters like that. Okay, y'all. I ain't out there surfing and stuff. I don't know. But I'm just listening to what other people say that has experience with, surfing and, tides, all this stuff. And yeah, y'all, I don't think this was a memorial. I think that this was something that was done when he passed, to be honest with y'all. I also think that once he found out, because I've been doing some on numbers, and I'm gonna have to put the pictures together to show y'all what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna just tell y'all what I get from these numbers as I keep going into them. Once he found out he was in trouble, it was too late. Excuse me, y'all. I think he found out after, Shitika hit the fan, and that's when he knew he was in trouble. That's my personal opinion. Okay, y'all? Um, I put in more information about the baby mama, and 1111 popped up. November 11th popped up in her numbers. And I was like, wow, this is crazy because 1111 was popping up in Mo3's case and all that stuff too. 111 was popping up in his case as well. And this just goes to show you that, I was on the money when I told y'all what I said. Let's get into this ritual that took place the day that Malcolm passed, because I think that this happened, and I think that he was given something. I'm gonna just be completely honest with you. I think that he was, sacred to the fight, and then he was threw in that water so that could be their excuse to why he was gone. But this right here, I don't believe was a memorial. I think that this was something that was a ritual that was done during the time that they were about to take him out. Okay, y'all? I want to talk about what this represented to me, okay? Because people were coming to my emails saying you didn't go into details about the actual site on that was supposed to be his memorial, okay? So this to me was an offering, okay? Through fire and smoke. This is what I get from this, an offering through fire and smoke. And I don't believe he had a chance in HELL to make it back from Costa Rica, y'all. Okay, I think it was a gathering. And when he first said what he said about people showed up for him, I wonder who is all these people that showed up for him that he was talking about. Because at first people were saying that, oh, he might have just been saying that as, people looks out for him and this and that and that and this. He didn't say if they were there or not, but he was saying when he had that that little video post that went out, and he was crying and all of that stuff, and he was saying that people were showing up for him, and the first thing came to my mind was people was coming there to Costa Rica, and he didn't expect them to come. That's what I got from that, and I'm still getting that right now. Okay, y'all, because the story just keep changing. And don't nobody, even the police, they saying their story is wrong. People that was on the beach, they're saying their story was wrong. So whose story is right? If the police story is wrong and the people that was on the beach that was supposed to have been witnesses, whose story was right, y'all? You got to ask yourself this question, okay? When you get into rituals, this is a whole level of demonic, just deep diving into some really dark stuff. Okay, y'all? And what I got from this was the 5 elements. This is what I got from this ritual that just took place when he passed away. The 5 elements, okay? Fire consumes the offering, y'all. Okay, it's like a transformation. It's transferring of energy. So this is why I believe that the fire was there, because something was burnt in the middle of that TP. Okay, y'all. Air, you got fire, air, you got earth, you got water, you got spirit. Air carries the smoke, and air also represents new beginnings. Okay. Earth, we had earth, because y'all see he was on the outside, all this stuff. All the 5 elements was right there. Earth holds the ashes. Earth is represents prosperity, so it represents wealth. Okay, And there was a transformation of wealth right now. Because word on the street, they're saying this is his wife, even though there's no, you know, I'm just saying, marriage license or anything. And I'm wondering if they're going to do him the same way they did Mo 3. Because word on the street was, when Mo 3 passed, his name was forged on insurance papers through these movie people that, people that he was doing, was doing movies with. Okay, y'all? That Boosie movie that Mo 3 was in for a few seconds. Word on the street is his signature was forged just so they can put in an insurance policy on him and say that he didn't make it to finish the movie. Okay? To me, this could be what is taking place with Malcolm, because Malcolm, y'all, there is no clear sign that he was married that I know of yet. Okay, y'all, I haven't heard anything from anybody else. Ain't no celebrity came forward, not nobody, and said that he was really married. We can't find marriage license. Everybody's been looking for it. Okay, I found one paperwork that said that, during the time that he put in that lawsuit, which was in 2019, and his daughter was born 2017. Okay, a lot of people were saying that in my comment section, that Malcolm said that he didn't want to get married until he was ready to have kids. So wouldn't you think that he would have got married first and then have the child? So he didn't get married right after he had the child. And she went and put in a lawsuit in 2019. That lawsuit is public records right now. And on that paperwork, it says that she is his common law wife. Okay, y'all? So there's no proof of him even marrying her. So we really don't know how this is about to go right now, y'all. Okay? And there's also rumors that there was a will updated right before he passed. So all of this, you have to bring into question right now. Okay? Water represents sealing the intentions, y'all. It represents cleansing, y'all. This is what the water represents. Is this why he was put in the water? Ain't no telling, y'all. This whole thing is crazy as all outdoors, okay? The spirit is the fifth element. It represents divine, sacred, okay? The TP represents the bridge between the realms. So y'all, yeah, it's a lot going on right now, okay? Fire also represents releasing what no longer serves. So did he no longer serve his purpose for whatever somebody thought that he was serving for? The reason why I keep on going to Regina is because he broke up with her on a whim. Out of the blue, he dumped her. And a lot of rumors are going around that in the years that he was with Tanisha, they had broke up, got back together, broke up, got back together. So they wasn't just straight together all those years. So they were having problems if they were breaking up and get back together. Was she tired of that? You have to ask yourself this question. And if he broke up with Regina on a whim, was she afraid that he was going to break up with her on a whim? You know what I'm saying? Just get out my house, go. You and the baby. Okay, y'all? And could it have not mattered, the baby or not? We don't even know if this is his baby. I'm just saying, y'all. Okay? There's a lot of women out there that try to get pregnant by somebody just so they can hold on to them. Okay, y'all? They do that. And you got to ask yourself this question. If he wasn't ready for kids, and if he was running around here saying that he didn't want to have no kids until he got married, then why did the baby come first? And why did it take so long for him to marry her if he did? So it's a lot of unanswered questions right now that just is all over the place, okay? Another thing that this represents is the 5 pillars of certain, you know what I'm saying, demonic groups, okay? And when I saw the 5 pillars, I said, man, that kind of represents the tower. The 5 pillars can represent 5 towers. And her name, Tanisha, represents tower. Okay, y'all? Another thing that I ran into was some more information about the tower. Okay? The tower represents the watch tower, and that represents also into this the 5 elements: north, south, east, and west. This is probably why it was so important for them to do this outside. Um, it was so spiritual, y'all, what they did. The upside down cross represented a Mercury, defeat of Christ. Okay, y'all, this is what that represents to Satanists. And I want y'all to also pay attention to the fact that Satanist equals 102. Just like he passed away on the 102nd day of the 201st day of the year. Okay, y'all? I just want y'all to pay attention to everything that is taking place. Now, I also think that this has something to do with possibly, I'm just saying, sun worship. Okay, y'all? I ran across this because for some reason, it comes to me and I just put it in, y'all. Okay? I wanted to know information about the sun around 2 o'clock. For whatever reason, y'all. Okay? Stuff coming to my head, I just look it up. So at 2 p.m. in Costa Rica, when they say that everybody was called, they called, the police came, the doctors started running there, the Red Cross started running there. They said this happened like 2 o'clock. Okay, y'all? I want y'all to listen to this. It says at 2 p.m. in Costa Rica, the sun will be high in the sky, approaching or past its highest point in the sky, solar noon. And I'm going to put solar noon in gematria while I'm right here with you all, just so I can just see what that means, because I meant to put that in at first. And let me write that down really quick. Solar noon, so I can look it up once I go over this video with you all. Okay, y'all? The highest point in the sky, solar noon. Since Costa Rica is close to the equator, the sun rises and sets relatively early compared to locations further north or south. And see, this is what I was telling y'all about the 5 pillars. This represents in the watchtower, and her name represents the tower. This is the most demonic stuff I've ever seen in my life. But get this, okay? My day 1s, 2s, and 3s, y'all about to be tripping on this part. The sun's position will be past solar noon, which occurs around 1:11 p.m. to 1:12 p.m. There go that 111, y'all. There go that 111. Did I not say that this was a sacrifice? There go that 111. Depending on the exact date, the sun will be noticeably lower in the sky by 6 p.m. as sunsets in Costa Rica generally occur between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. throughout the year, according to the vacation rentals information. Okay, y'all? So, 111. Is this when he passed? At 1:11 p.m., y'all? Is this when the ritual took place at 1:11 p.m. on that beach? Now, ask yourself this question. Why? If you have tourists and people coming there from other countries, why in the world did all of the lifeguards get sent to another location during that time that he was there? Ask yourself this question, y'all. Why in the world would they just hang up a bunch of signs saying stay out the water, and send all the lifeguards somewhere else? Couldn't they have had lifeguards at the other place and there too, due to the fact that you have people coming there from out of town? You got rich people coming there from out of town, celebrities coming there, and you all felt the need to not secure this beach and have nobody out there to protect them and save them if something went down. And why would you go to a beach where there's no help at, y'all? Makes no sense, do it. But him passing away at 1:11 p.m. makes sense. After a ritual was done, they throw him in the water. She said, did they or did they not put out a post saying that the wife said that he was missing for an hour? If he was missing for an hour, don't this kind of, they said they found him about 2:01, 2:11 is when the Red Cross came, right? Did he pass away at 1:11 p.m., y'all? I'm just asking. And we all know what 111 represents the sinking of that ship. Okay? The release date of the Titanic was 111. Okay, y'all? The person who is the star of the movie, the birthday is on 11/11, y'all. 111 represents Mark of the Beast. And if you turn these sixes upside down, you got the nines, which he passed away on those 9 numbers. Allegedly. 720, there go 19. All right, 7 plus 2. 2025, there go that other 9, y'all. 5 plus 2 plus 2. He passes away at the age of 54. There's that other 9, y'all. Was this a sacrifice? Just like the World Trade Center, just like everything else that didn't happen that had something to do with 111 and 11/11, y'all. You can't make this up. No way, no how. Y'all, they took this man out and they did it through a really demonic way. And he was set up. He was definitely set up. My personal opinion, I can't prove it, but he was set up, y'all. And everybody that's demonic, what do? They all connected through this. How in the world he passed away at 201st day of the year, y'all? Ask yourself this question, okay? Now, I want to really, really quickly go to my numbers. And I want to see what comes up under solar noon. And lo and behold, y'all, this is the first time I put this in here. 2 numbers that have been coming up in his numbers back to back to back to back. 113, which I told y'all that represents they've been lying. And we know they've been lying since they've been talking about this story. 120 comes up in reverse, y'all, under solar moon. I kid y'all not. 120 comes up. Ain't this some shitica, y'all? This, you cannot make this up. The 123 is popping up. The 720 is popping up. That was in his numbers as well. 69. He passed away pretty much on 69 because 720, 2024. That's 99 right there, y'all. You cannot make this up, y'all. This man was taken out by the numbers. Solar noon equals 120 in reverse. I kid y'all not. Go to Gematria calculator, type in solar noon, and you're gonna see 120 in reverse. You can't make this up, y'all. He was taken out. He got hooked up with some wrong people. The wrong people, y'all. And even though he called himself being, I don't know, private, there was nothing about his life private. Behind his back, this woman was putting out all his information to the world. And like I said, if she didn't have anything to do with it, which I doubt it very seriously, because how in the world do everybody else know he wanted his life to be private, but she didn't? She was posting it up on a public web page, their whole thing that they were doing. And word on the street now, y'all, there's another story coming out now. You remember when I put up that post and she said that there were going to be 2 adults and 2 children? Well, word on the street is now she left with a 5-year-old to go do something. He stayed there with the daughter. And this happened allegedly when she left. Now, the reports are coming in that she wasn't even there. So what, her not being there means she left? Did she leave right before this situation happened? I don't believe any of it, to be honest with y'all. And if they get this daughter to lie or tell the truth, whatever it may be, I'm kind of skeptical of if she's going to tell the truth or she's just going to repeat what everybody probably keep repeating to her to make it look like this came from her. I'm puzzled, y'all. But one thing I'm not puzzled about is this man was definitely done dirty, y'all. He was done dirty at that beach or in an area of that beach, and then he was taken to that beach and put in that water, y'all. And I can't wait till the mother, exposes what's really on the autopsy report after he gets back. Hopefully they do another autopsy report. I'm hoping and praying that they do. But y'all, this is not looking good at all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.